Okay, so here's another update. It's 12:30 a.m. and I'm in the McDonald's on 8th Street and 3rd Avenue. It's an all-night McDonald's. That's one of the good things about a lot of establishments. There are places that never close in New York City, so you can basically hang out and for very little money. So I'm here doing this update video, and I wanted to tell you guys about something that happened. You know, every day is an adventure with this journey, and a couple of nights ago I was over in front of the BarnesandNoble.com building on 8th Avenue and 15th Street, and one of the reasons I sit there is because a couple of my books, one in particular I know for a fact is on BarnesandNoble.com. It's the Hip Hop Illuminati book, and so one day when I was sitting there, they have a bench in front of that building, and I looked up and I saw that, and I said, how ironic that I would be sitting here homeless in front of the very building that has my books on sale. You know, where do they do that at? So and ever since then I visited from time to time just to sit there and think about, well, Lord, it could be worse. Nonetheless, I was sitting there the other night, and this guy walked by, and he was what people call a gym rat. You could just tell he lived in the gym. Very buff, very attractive brother. Not the type that you would think would care about anything beyond his own immediate concerns. And he turned around. I don't beg. I don't ask people for anything when I'm sitting around. Mostly I'm sitting around if I'm not praying or reading my Torah or my some other religious work. I'm just sitting meditating and, you know, talking to God. But I definitely don't communicate with strangers. I don't ask them for anything because, and it's not pride, it's just that people are cruel, and I'm already dealing with enough, so I don't want to have to deal with major attitude either. And because I know human nature and people look for reasons to be nasty, I just won't ask. I'd rather starve and fast and thank God for the blessings that I know are coming than to ask. So I'm sitting there, and for some reason his intuition was very high. He turned around and he, as he walked away, he turned around and he said to me, "Are you okay?" And so I said, "Yeah, I'm all right." And I guess something in my response let him know that, you know, everything wasn't like 100%. So he was like, "Do you need anything?" And I was kind of taken aback by that because people usually don't give a damn if you need anything. And so I didn't really respond. And so he went into his wallet and he was like, "Here, take this," and he handed me a 20. And I just was so floored by that because, and I felt compelled to tell him, you know, thank you. I don't ask people for anything because I really don't expect to get any help. And I thanked him again. And he just smiled, this award-winning $1 million smile, and walked away. And I gotta just say this, you know, by all appearances, he looked very successful, aside from the fact that he was, you know, obviously worked out and everything. He had on very nice attire, and he obviously had a wallet full of cash. So I believe that when we do, to those of us whom much has been given, much is required, and when we do give back and we do live the right life, I believe that our blessings do come. And this brother was obviously pretty blessed. I don't know what was going on in his life, but he looked pretty happy. He probably had, you know, a significant other, and he was on his way somewhere, maybe to make some more money. I don't know, but God bless you, brother, for just being the realist. And I hope everything continues to go well for you. Okay, so that's my update. I wanted to say something else. You know, I kind of, being out here, I kind of see what has made people so hesitant to help and so negative towards the whole homeless thing, because there are a lot of homeless that really just ride this train for everything that it's worth. I mean, I was sitting at the bus stop on my way down here, leaving Midtown, leaving Highland Park, and there was a guy who I took out some chips, and he's like, "Oh, it's great, somebody has something to eat." And instead of just saying, "Can I have some chips, or do you have $1 or whatever?" So I said, "Well, do you want some?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then he went on, rambling about F this and blah that, and how no one wants to F and help and all that. And I think when you have that kind of negative frame of mind, yeah, you're right, no one does want to F and help, because you've got an F-ing attitude, and it's the wrong one. So you got to get the right attitude if you're going to get help, and if you're going to draw the positive energy. And his energy was all wrong. I had to explain to him that I'm going in the morning to the coalition, and I told him, I said, you might want to give that a try, because there's a place in New York, it's called the Coalition for the Homeless, and they help people. That's what they say. And they say if you get there, they only help a certain number of people each day, but if you get there within a reasonable amount of time after they open, 9 a.m., you'll be in that number. So I plan to get there about 8 and wait. But he wasn't interested in that. All he wanted to do was ramble about how no one cared and no one wanted to help him. So that's not the answer. People do care, but again, I think that we must ourselves care as well about, moving on. I believe that in some ways this is a test, and we either fail or we pass, and the passing of it depends a lot on the attitude. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that thought today, and I'm going to finish my delicious McDonald's coffee. It actually tastes like crap, but the price is right, and it allows me to sit here for as long as I need. I'm going to get to work on my Vortex book, and so I'm glad for that. McDonald's has free internet, so I'm going to do that as well. All right, God bless you all. Thank you for thinking about me. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you to those of you who wish to help but couldn't, and thank you for those of you who can and do. God knows I love you, and wow, I look forward to meeting some of you and just saying in person that I love you. God bless.